Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Evan McPherson, and off we go from Houston. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable at pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Broncos. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if
a throw right side is intercepted. And the Armadillos will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settle on themselves into this game.
And they'll take... inside the 35.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarter...
He is in! Touchdown, Broncos. That his 16th touchdown of the year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Next the score, Broncos 7, nothing.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go. The drive will start on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Here we go, shot. They'll stick with him again. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He fumbled the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out, or it certainly needs to be protected. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. Second and 11. Now this time he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Broncos. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, second down and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be stacked up. Scrimmage, no gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Broncos. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game, and 18 now on the season.
His kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 21, Armadillos nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
19 Tiger. Come on.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
It's now 3rd down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. It is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll check this down to the running back.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Armadillos. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go. The Armadillos get back in it. It is 21-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They will run it over center with Hall. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's second and 9. He'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. That's out quickly and complete. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Here we go, set. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Power 70. Come on, set.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Perhaps he didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is brought in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he foregoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
So this is going to be the final play of the half. No time left on the clock. They'll try to add 2 more to this lead before halftime. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. All right, Coach, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Got it. Ready? 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Here we go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
There's that man again, another catch. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Broncos. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, Really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. And next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. A throw on the run is complete. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Broncos. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set. Ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That is caught. What a throw. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown Broncos. The extra point is good. And the Broncos will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Broncos. And with that, NFL history, that's the record. 7 touchdowns in one game. The PAT, up and good. Broncos add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football, and the defense has it. You talk about everything going wrong, a big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game, and now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, and right now it is pouring on this team.
And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Broncos. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. The extra point is good. And the Broncos stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Now, a two-point conversion attempt coming.
Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Offense will line up for a two-point conversion.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. Now he's loose again. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Broncos. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point, up and good. The Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is hard. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take it on in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Houston. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. and go for two. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for two, and it does not pan out. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here we go. One final play. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.